everyone, welcome. We're going to get a healing tonight on our sleep. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to cover a number of things that have to do with our sleep tonight. And actually, I'll set the energy for the healing first before I tell you what I'm going to work on. So let me set the energy. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity, that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. All right. Well, I'm glad you could make it. And let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to be working on tonight. I'm going to work on your third chakra. And within the third chakra are something called anchor points. Then I'm going to work on something called your silver cord, then your astral body, and then your adrenal glands have to do with your sleep space. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about each of those spaces as I get ready to work on them. So first off, the first part of the healing is going to be on the third chakra. This is located in your solar plexus. It's called your energy distribution chakra. And it connects everything that has to do with your astral body and your silver cord. So that's why I'm going to give that a nice healing, make sure that it's spinning properly and clean out any energy that's in it. So let me go ahead and start with that. Excuse me. And you know what I think I'm going to do? You can do this yourself too. If you ever want to clean out your third chakra, you take your hand and you picture yourself as a chakra person up on your screen in front of you. And you just take your hand and with the postulate that you're working that third chakra, and you start slowly moving it around. And that's to help get it spinning properly. And when you start, you might feel it grab a little bit in certain places, like sticking, or you might feel some lumps in it, things like that. And that would be where the energy is stuck in it. So I'm going to do this for everybody's third chakra. And what I notice as I do this is that it's got a little wobble in it. So it's not exactly symmetrical, which just means there's some foreign energy in there. So I'm going to just keep spinning it. And now I can feel something tingling. So there's an entities coming out. And how I'm doing this for a group is I'm working on a composite of everybody in the sanctuary. So the wobble is coming out and it's starting to spin a little faster. And mind you, it's spinning a lot faster than how my hand is going. It's spinning much faster. And you have rings that go from the front of the chakra to the back, and I'm starting to be able to see them with a lot more clarity now. And I can feel the spin starting to pick up. There's the energy of worry coming out of the third chakra. So all of you worriers, that's where it's getting stuck, is in your third chakra. And I mention it because there's enough of it that it's like the dominant energy in the chakra tonight. And that worry is starting to come out. It's a white energy. Now, at the very back of the chakra are 4 points, and they're called anchor points. And what they do is they kind of lock down what's called your silver cord. And your silver cord is what connects you as a body to your spiritual astral body. And your astral body is the body that you take with you when you go out at night to dream, your dream space. We call it the astral. So they're all connected. And what I'm going to do is take a look at those 4 points at the back. They look like the number 4 dice, just evenly spaced. And I'm going to check to make sure that the connections are all good. So in the upper left one, there's some yellow energy, and it's kind of sticky, tacky, and gray. And so I'm just going to clean that off. Some of that is energy of where beings try to get into your space. So I'm going to try to clean that off. And there looks like the tiniest little crack underneath that I want to repair. Now, for those of you that want to know how you can repair that, I'm just taking a gold rose and using that to clean it out. And then I'm going to fill it in with a gold sun. And once I started repairing the crack, the rest of that knob, if you will, that anchor point, I look at it like a knob, just to make it easier for myself to work on. That started clearing out very, very easily. So now I'm going to go over to the upper right anchor point. There's a lot more energy on this one. It's dark, heavy energy. This energy makes me think of depression, either that it causes depression or it is like the energy vibration of depression. So again, I'm just taking a gold sticky rose and cleaning out all of that heaviness. It's kind of lumpy energy, but I'm starting to be able to see the anchor point a little bit more clearly underneath it. Good, that's starting to clear up. And we want these anchor points tight. And both of these 2 that I've worked on so far, they both look tight. Okay, that cleared pretty well. All right, now I'm going to go down to the lower left anchor point where there is some weird green energy on it. Weird green is never good. It just kind of is like a sickly looking green. This is nervous energy. anxiety, nervous anxiety. And I've got a grounding cord on this anchor point. I'm also using a gold sticky rose. And then what's behind the nervous anxiety is more worry. Remember I was saying earlier when I was doing the spin on the chakra that there was worry energy. So it goes all the way to the back too. You're probably all familiar with if you get nervous or excited or anxiety, how your stomach can like tense up. Well, your third chakra governs your stomach. So that's why we're finding all of this worry and anxiety in there. Good. The green is starting to release. And you know what I see is that some of this anxiety and worry isn't just the adults in the sanctuary. This also has to do with some of the children in the sanctuary. Okay, good. That green is releasing. So now I'm going to go one more over and do the lower right anchor point. Well, what's nice about this is this one has the least amount of energy on it. So we got the three that have had the most energy on them. This has sort of a brown, kind of yucky, medium density energy on it. Again, I'm using a grounding cord and a gold sticky rose. All right, that's good. I can see all of the anchor points real clearly now, and I'm going to bring some gold into each of them. Excuse me. All right, now from the anchor points, now what I'm going to do is give a healing to the astral cord that goes to your astral body, and I'm going to run some gold all the way from the back of the third chakra all the way up the astral cord to the astral body. There's different things on the cord. There are places where it looks like there's little beings attached. Trying to move those out. There are places where the cord seems a little weakened. And then there are other places where there's energy, like layers of energy on the cord that really shouldn't be there, because we want that cord to be all cleaned off. Some of the energy on the cord is energy from what you bring back with you after you've been out on the astral. Sometimes you bring back some energy with you that's not so great. That could be from other beings that you run into on the astral. It could be energy from other planets or universes that you visit. And you're curious about some of the energy there, and you bring it back to look at. And then sometimes you just pick stuff up and you don't have an awareness of it. Oh, good. It's starting to clean off. It's the miracle of a yellow sticky rose. You just have to run it along it enough times where it starts collecting up the energy, and then you can start to see the silver cord go back to silver. Now, you know, one of the easiest ways to find somebody when they're out of their body is to find the body first. You got to start with the body and then follow that silver cord all the way until you find them. And I've had clients ask me to find people like, let's say, a spouse that's out of their body. And I can remember going one time really, really far out to find this person. The way that I found them was by following their silver cord until I found where they were. And they were so far out of their body, they were really contemplating taking their next step, which happens a lot if they're really, really far out. But that's how you find them. And then that's how they are able to find their bodies and come back to their body if they've gone really far out. Or like if you go really far out in your astral dreams, that's how you get to find your body. You just come right back down that silver cord. So that looks pretty good right now. And the next thing I'm going to do, and even though it's a silver cord, I am going to fill it in with a gold ball of energy, bring the vibration up. Okay, so then the next thing is the astral body that is connected to the silver cord. Now, your astral body is like your spiritual body. That is the body that you take with you after you take your next step and you exit the physical body, then you move into your astral body, or that, I should say, that's what takes you to your next step. And that is the body that we know of, that Christ came back and showed himself as an astral body. What was that, 3 days, I think, after he rose from the cave, came back and visited the disciples and was showed himself as being a body, but that was his astral body. So everybody has one. You have one. Everyone has one. And that is the body that you take out on the astral with you at night. So there's some dark energy on your astral body. Going to ground it. Some of you that haven't given yourselves a healing on your astral body in a long time, the astral bodies are not all that well defined. So they look more like very loose lines, as opposed to being sharp and clear. So I'm grounding that. But that's normal if you haven't really given a good look to your astral body. The first time I had somebody look at mine, which was years ago, they said it looked like a tattered sail. So that's what happens when you don't take a look at it for a long time. And when I say a long time, I'm saying like maybe lifetimes. I didn't take a look at my astral body, so it can be a little worn. Well, this is good. I'm starting to see the shape of a head, like it's kind of clearing from the head down or top to bottom. You know, there's a heaviness coming off of the astral body, and I was thinking to myself that you might actually have a better dream tonight, being able to move around a lot more easily because a lot of junk is coming off. Yeah, you know what I'm starting to see is some amusement coming back into the astral body. That they were pretty serious when I first started working on it, but now there's some amusement coming in. You might find that you can have more of a play space in your dreams. Yeah, that's brightening up nicely. I want to go around and take a look at the backside. Um, what's interesting on the backside is a lot of cords from beings that don't want you to know that they've corded you. So I'm going to be removing the cords. Lots and lots of cords. Also, cords going into your crown chakra to see what you know as a being. Some cords, well, there's cords in every chakra, but some of the cords in the first chakra from beings that want to ground through your root chakra, through your survival chakra. Okay. That looks really good. I'm going to fill the astral body in with a big gold sun. And now we have gold coming from the astral body down through the silver cord, back into the third chakra. And I almost forgot one thing in the third chakra, and that's where you have what's called your out-of-body memory. And that's your ability to remember your dreams. So it's actually in your solar plexus, not up here in your head. Your memory for your dreams is down here in your solar plexus. So I'm just going to say hello to that ability in the third and ground it. There's a lot of dark purple energy on it. Good. And that brightened up to a really pretty spring green. So perhaps tomorrow you'll have better memory of where you went tonight. Okay. So one other space I want to work on, and this is actually not a spiritual space, but it's part of your body, and it's in your adrenal glands. They produce a hormone called noradrenaline. I think I said that correctly. And it helps with your sleep-wake cycle. So let me ground your adrenal glands. They sit kind of right above near your kidneys. And there's a little bit of white energy there. I'm going to clear that off. And what I notice when I go to ground noradrenaline is that there are beings in there because it's kind of jumping all around. So one thing I can do is ground it and get it stabilized. Yeah, it's calming down. It helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. Okay. I'm filling in the adrenal gland. And now I'm just going to take a step back and kind of look at everything as a whole. Third chakra's vibrating well and spinning the way it's supposed to. Silver cord looks good. Astral body looks good. And your adrenals have been grounded. So let me fill you in with big gold sun. And then one last thing, I'm going to ground your astral for tonight. That's something that you can do for yourself every night if you want. You can just put a rose out. Got my rose right here. You can put a rose out for your astral and put a grounding cord on it. And just ground out any energy that's affecting the rose or that you can see. And then you can set the rose to a color that you like, that's in affinity with you for a good astral. I like to set it at gold just so it's a nice high vibration. All right. All right. You're all filled in. So let me go ahead and close out the healing. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this healing on sleep tonight in the sanctuary be complete. Amen. All right. I hope you liked that. I did want to just remind you that I've got a class next week and it's on head trauma. So we're going to be cleaning out wax to the head. So if you think about it, at some point in your life, you've probably hit your head hard. And so what we're going to do is learn how to clean the wax out of the crown and the sixth chakra, and then work on the inflammation that probably still resides in your head, and really give the head a nice healing. So I'm looking forward to that. And that is next Thursday night. So I welcome you to join me for that. And then our next healing in the sanctuary is on the last Tuesday of the month, and it's on stress. So that's what we have planned for the rest of the month. All right. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you had a good evening and enjoy your astral tonight. I hope you have a good one. All right. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.